am sitting here in what is called the Federal Reserve Room at the Jekyll Island Club Hotel. In 2008, my family went through a situation that forever changed our life with the financial crisis of 2008. And it was a very eye-opening experience and a very learning experience. And looking back, I wouldn't take anything for it. You could not have told us that at that time. But looking back, I wouldn't take anything for it because of what I have learned. So I'm sitting here at the Jekyll Island Club Hotel in a room, showing the room, known as the Federal Reserve Room. This is the room in which supposedly in 1910, November of 1910, 6 men met in November representing the world's power and money. It is said that they represented 25% of the world's money. They represented families like the J.P. Morgan family, the Rockefeller family, and the Rothschild banking dynasty family, all names that you know very well today still. Think about it, Rockefeller, Morgan, you know those names. And so they sat here in this room and formed a plan that later became the Federal Reserve System. This plan they put in place made sure that Wall Street and the bankers would never fail. The too big to fail idea came from that plan. It's a plan that has destroyed the economic and fiscal and monetary systems of our country. The problem is so few people know anything about it, and I was one of those people that prior to 2008 I knew nothing about it. But I have dug in and learned, and it's what fuels my passion to do what I do every day, to help people understand what's going on in their financial life and what they need to be doing and should be doing to understand that and to do things differently to plan for their future. What happened right here in this room makes me angry, it gives me chills, but it also helps me do what I do every day. So the Federal Reserve System is no more federal than Federal Express. And when you hear those words, Federal Reserve System, I hope that they will make you question it and you will want to learn more as well. So I'm going to show you a couple of learning tools. This book is written by Edward Griffin. It's called The Creature from Jekyll Island. It is 600 pages thick. It's the first book I ever read. A friend of mine named Bill Rivers gave it to me. He's got summaries at each chapter that you can read if you don't want to read all 600 pages, but this is an eye-opening and enlightening book. Here is another book that I just bought. I've not read it completely. It's called The Jackals at Jekyll. It's much shorter and covers some of the same information. I would suggest that one to you as well. Another one called Splendid Isolation, written by a lady that lives right here on the island, will open your eyes to what went on here at the Jekyll Island Club, and she does talk some about the Federal Reserve System. Her name is Pam Mueller. And then here's a book called The Hidden Order by Brad Thor. Brad is a writer who wrote, this is a fictional plot with historical information, and he talks about the creation of the Federal Reserve System. So I want you to understand and know what the Federal Reserve System is. So few people know and understand that. It is my passion and my hope that you will dig into what happened right here in this room by showing that picture up there. Those 6 men on that wall came under cover of darkness using first names only. The employees here at this club were not the normal employees. They didn't want anybody to know they were here and what they were doing. That's how secretive this thing was and what it really means and what their intentions were. Their intentions were never good. It was always about power and money, and so that the crises of our country financially would always fall on the back of the taxpayer, and that is you and that is me. So dig in and learn. Call me. Let's talk about it. I'd love to help you understand what the Federal Reserve System has done to our country and what it is doing to you personally from a financial perspective, and what you need to know to fight it and do something different to have control and certainty and peace of mind for your financial future. Thank you.